Aid agencies are voicing their alarm at the humanitarian impact of the fighting. While it's tough to get exact numbers, the UN estimates more than 600 people have been killed since the airstrikes began. A further 2,200 people have been wounded. The violence has also driven an estimated 100,000 people from their homes. One of the most pressing concerns is hunger. According to the UN, before the airstrikes began, 10 million people in Yemen faced difficulties obtaining food. That's now gone up to 12 million. The fighting is making it extremely difficult to get in. 2 planes from the International Committee of the Red Cross have managed to land carrying 53 tons of medical supplies. Ivan Simonovic is the UN's Assistant Secretary General for Human Rights. He joins me now. Thank you very much for joining us. I'd like to hear what you know about the humanitarian situation and the security situation at the moment.
There is no doubt that both Humanitarian and Security Council heard that both humanitarian and security situation are very challenging. Yemen, as you rightly point out, was previously a poor country, and now, under these challenges, the situation is rapidly deteriorating. What we are also afraid that even if conflict would be stopped now, there would be repercussions for the developmental side. However, at the moment, of course, it's important to find political solution and to stop killing. Over 600 killed, you say? Yeah, but more than half of it civilians. This is particularly concerning.
All right, let me ask you about that. So civilians, the majority of them being civilians, obviously you've got all sides.
We do not know exact numbers, but ratio is already clear.
Okay, you've got all sides, as you can imagine, pointing fingers at the other for conducting these atrocities. You've got the Houthis blaming the coalition forces for the airstrikes, and the coalition blaming the Houthis for using human shields. What is it that you are finding? What is the reality?
Unfortunately, we do not have our international staff at the moment on the ground. They had to withdraw for security reasons. However, we do have some national human rights officers who are there, as well as our contacts in civil society. So we are receiving information, but at the moment we cannot sufficiently cross-check them in order to be quite sure. So far we can say with confidence that both sides have not exercised sufficient restraint, that there were some unselective targeting, and that we are very concerned because of that.
You talk about a political solution.
Right.
It's obviously a very murky picture there. We have so many moving sides. How do you take that into account, including the regional concerns and some of the problems that the UNSC as far as the member states are concerned?
Well, what is essential now is that an acute crisis does not evolve into chronic one. We have all seen what has happened in Syria, where we have entered into 5th year of not only fighting but killing, including killing civilians. Now, I think that there is still a window of opportunity when fighting and killing in Yemen could be stopped. So I think it's important that we get broad international support for Jamal Ben Omar, who is Secretary General's representative to the country. It seemed that for a certain point in time he was able to work on some sort of compromises and arrangements. I think that it should be continued, and that he should get proper backing from member states, including the Security Council.
Yes, the Security Council. I mean, as you know, Russia is not happy with the fact that these strikes went ahead without getting prior agreement from the UN Security Council. They're also calling for some sort of human corridor to get aid supplies in. If you don't have all sides agreeing, all sides on the same page, how do you overcome that?
Well, Syrian example has shown tragic consequences of the divisions between the P5. I don't think we can afford the same in Yemen.
This might drive them to a conclusion. Very good to get your experience, Ivan Simonovic. Thank you very much.
Pleasure talking to you.